Welcome to the course on the three linguistic spaces. This presentation is based on the work of Cheryl Uro and her book Teaching for Biliteracy. So why do we need three linguistic spaces? Research shows that multilingual students who learn about how their two languages are similar and different achieve higher levels of academic achievement. So what does this look like? Here's a diagram that shows a model with three linguistic spaces. You have English on the left, Spanish on the right, and an area for bridging in the middle. English and Spanish each have a daily scheduled time and space, and they're clearly denoted by color. English has red, Spanish has blue. And the bridge is that planned moment that takes place after assessment, when the teacher brings the two languages together for metalinguistic analysis and transfer of vocabulary concepts. So here's that diagram again. But what does that look like in a real classroom? Here's a panoramic photograph of a kindergarten classroom with an English space on the left, a Spanish space on the right, and a bridge in between. We are at Morton Wrench Elementary School in a kindergarten classroom with a very good example of three linguistic spaces. You have one wall in English, one wall where English and Spanish are being transferred, and then we have the other side of the classroom, which is all in Spanish. So three distinct linguistic spaces, and you can see in Spanish, on the Spanish side, we have student and teacher writing in Spanish with sentence stems and student writing. Then you have the bridge wall where there's being just had some transfer being done between English and Spanish on this middle wall. And then we have our clearly labeled English wall with all the writing over here by teachers and students in English. So again, Morton Ranch Elementary Kindergarten, beautiful example, three distinct linguistic spaces. So looking at this panoramic photograph again, you can see the teacher used the physical space to really break up those three linguistic areas. But not every classroom is designed like that. Some teachers have to get creative and really use the color to set apart their areas. So here you can see in this subject, math is written in Spanish up above, and all the anchor charts are written in red to clearly signify that this subject is taught in English. And then you have a pared en español and all the writing in Spanish, because here you have social studies and writing being done all in Spanish and clearly marked by the blue color. And again, a good use of real estate here, a teacher using their cabinets for the area of bridging to be done. And you can see the blue and red, they're contrasting the Spanish and English there. Sometimes we have in our guided math table, we make anchor charts and we put them, and sometimes it creates confusion in the back. One way to fight that is to use butcher paper or colored border or construction paper in the appropriate color and set apart a small English space, bridge, and Spanish space to keep all of that language clearly separated, but you have the anchor charts that students need that they use in small group right there at their fingertips. And again, the reason we're doing this is because students who learn about how their two languages are similar and different achieve higher levels of academic achievement in both languages. So I hope that this has been very clear for you and you can put this to work right away in your classroom.